All right, y'all, a little bit more about Biden and Moses. But Moses is part of the Three Stooges, and that's the Mose is, and that's the Curly, Larry, and Moe. And then you have the Shem, the fourth one, the she-him, right? That's the queen. But the Three Stooges are the three kings that are going to be coming after Trump to change America into the new time. But this is when you get all your Biden's going to be funny, right? Because Ronald Reagan, he ties to these time frames, but he made November National Alzheimer Month. And we see that Biden is born in November, and he's coming down with the Alzheimer's as far as the script or whatever. I think he takes a couple shots or however much, and then he goes out on stage and he starts slurring his words after that, because sometimes he has no problems, sometimes he has problems. But either way, it's always about 20 minutes after, like about when the shots would start getting you and you start slurring your words and what have you. Anyways, they're all actors. That's the actor-based reality. Your politicians and all that, that's your actors, and they're giving you a base reality that you live by. And then the sheeple, they follow it and believe it, and that's where you get like the beast man. So the beast man is playing out symbolically, and then now we're actually getting people who think they're cats and dogs and whatever other animals are coming out with. That's where you're getting without form and void and all these other things, folks, because man's going to without form and void, and he's going back to the beast that he came from, the Genesis 1 man, and from the Jew man, right? The ones that worship the carnal light, because the New Testament is the Jew inward, and that is where it's a spiritual test. The Old Testament was the physical or carnal test. The New Testament is the spiritual test. So the law was the test, the Old Testament, and then the church is the test of the New Testament, and both of them, you're supposed to be coming out of her, because Jesus went out of both and he preached against both. So it's like a physical law being told to you, and then now a spiritual law is being told to you by your pastors and your parrots of Apollyon and all these different things, folks. But either way, Biden, he's going to get funnier and funnier, and at the border, he may do like a public goof or whatever, like his wife did the taco comment, and that passed the test. So Biden's so-called head wound, right? It would be when he gives a taco or enchilada comment or whatever, right? Either way, he may play like some little race baiting card or whatever, or he may actually be physically taken out, or however they choose to go with it. The devil's in the details. But Elvis turning 88 is a big day, and this is going to kick off the downhill slope into the double infinity, and that double infinity is when Lucifer and Jesus reign together with the marriage. And then you'll see the new church born, just like we saw before. And then the church is straying away, and Paul, or people likewise, have to write letters into those people and tell them where they're going wrong. And then the church just goes off into the abyss. And then Satan builds his army again to wage war on God. And it's just the same replay of things over and over again. And God's word is everlasting. And the Masons of the world just change the structure of the wording. That's how we got that's how we have the different English Bibles. So, like, as an easy example, shall be used to be one word. Shall be now is two words. It's the same, but it's different. It's preserved. It's preserved. Okay? And it's being preserved by your pastors, who are products of the carnal light, and they don't know the spiritual light. That's why you can ask them how to calculate the beast, and they can't tell you. You can ask them, or they can't show you. You can ask them spiritual things, and they say, oh, just pray about it. You just got to pray about it. And then if it gives you a different answer than what they tell you, oh, that must just be a demon speaking. That's just a devil speaking to you. Anyways, y'all, it's just garbage, dude. They got everybody all divided through all these demon nations, and they're working the sheep and the goats and all these things. Either way, folks, Biden's gonna get funny. All right, it's gonna be that 70s show, and that 70s show is all these old people, and they're all gonna be doing ridiculous things, and they're all gonna be exposed for these ridiculous things, and it's going to bring down the House of Cards, and then you got a pre-planted new House of Cards, and it's just going to be the same thing over and over again. Good luck. Good luck.